Hey there everyone, it is Nikki Torres in the 4 News Now, First Alert Weather Center. Happy Thursday. It is July 30th. We are getting ready to wrap up on July here with some triple-digit heat. Mark Peterson is out for the rest of the week. I am filling in for him. He should be back by next week though. So let's talk about some of these watches and warnings. So it seems that kind of every day of this work week we've kind of added on one extra weather alert. So there are a handful. Most of them are overlapping on top of each other, which is why you kind of see this big collage of colors. So we have an excessive heat warning. That one was put in place yesterday. The heat advisory, that one started up on Monday. And then a fire weather watch. This one actually is probably the most recent, the fire weather watch. Now, when we go through the forecast, you'll kind of understand more about why each one of these are still in effect for our area. Basically, it's going to be very hot over these next couple of days. Dangerous heat is what we've been talking about because it is going to be in the low 100s, but for some parts of the region, just like Moses Lake, Tri-Cities, Omak, they are going to be very close to 110. I think Tri-Cities is supposed to be at about 109 either today or tomorrow, and then Moses Lake is at 107. So we just really need to be mindful and be safe. We need to drink a lot of water. It will not take long to break a sweat for this afternoon. Go walk around outside in your yard or just on the sidewalk, walk your dog for a little bit and realize that it's going to heat up pretty quickly here. And actually, speaking of, let's talk about pets real quick. If you can, if you have an outdoor pet, bring them in towards the afternoon. That's when it's going to be hottest. If you have air conditioning, electric fans, help your pet out. It's going to be really hot outside, especially if you have a really furry pet. Go ahead and bring them in. Or if maybe you have a cooling mat that's basically just like a cooling pad where you put it in the fridge for a little bit and then your dog can lay on it, or your cat, so that they can cool off for a little bit. Please also remember to provide them with a big bowl of water. Maybe you can throw some ice in there as well, because again, very hot for all of us, not just us, for our pets as well. And also, if you walk your pet, try doing it either this morning or later tonight, so that you can also, again, avoid the hottest part of the day. That goes the same for yard work as well as working out. If you're like me, I like to go for runs. I'm going to wait until maybe after the hottest part of the day. That's a little bit smarter because it's just going to be so hot for today. So here's the day planner. This is what we are expecting for your Thursday. Upper 70s as you kind of head out the door. We are in the upper 60s right now in Spokane. Give it a couple hours here and we will be in the upper 70s, low 80s, low 90s by the lunch hour, and then 101 for the high temperature in Spokane for today. These are your high temperatures throughout the region. Again, I mentioned some parts of the region are a lot hotter than others. 107 for Moses Lake, Omak, as well as Lewiston. Those are the 3 cities in our region that have really been sporting the hottest temperatures throughout this past week, and that will continue into tomorrow as well. Today is our first day of triple digits of the summer for Spokane. Now, we are going to get very close to triple digits, low 100s for parts of North Idaho, but not quite. So 98 for Coeur d'Alene for today, 96 over in Sandpoint. You can see your high temperatures here for tomorrow. It will be 103 in Spokane, 104 in Spokane Valley. Let's go over some of these records real quick. So in Spokane, the record for today is 102. That is set back from 1929. And then for tomorrow, it is 103, which is the setback also from 1929. For today, we're expecting 101 in Spokane. Tomorrow is 103. So we may beat some records. We may just meet them, but we will keep an eye on that. We'll find out by this afternoon. Here's the temperature trend over the next few days. You can see right here. We are very hot for today, but even hotter for tomorrow. We will have a little bit of a cool down, if you want to call it a cool down. It won't be by much, but we are going to get back into the mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday, just in time for the weekend. And then we get into the low 90s and 80s, back to our next work week. And actually 86 degrees is the average high temperature in Spokane for this time of year. So keep that in mind as you kind of think about just how hot exactly it is. We are pretty substantially up there in terms of our temperatures, so just something to keep in mind. Let me show you. Let's go ahead and go through the satellite radar loop. A quick note is that it's actually going to be pretty clear overall for today. I know we had scattered cloud cover from yesterday. We're starting off pretty much all throughout the region with sunshine and blue skies for today. Not a lot of moisture in the forecast, though we do have a very slight chance for some thunderstorms overnight for this evening. A lot of that is mainly going to be over the Idaho Panhandle, but just something to keep in mind there. That's also partly what prompted the fire weather watch and why we had that today and not for the other days, because when you have a dry heat, dry conditions, lightning can quickly start a fire and spread one if one were to spark. So just be mindful of that. And again, fire safety is a big thing right now. We have low humidity, we have dry heat. We just want to make sure that everything is safe, that we keep each other safe, but it's going to take all of us throughout the community to do our part. So just be mindful of that. 101, 103 for Thursday and Friday. Come Saturday and Sunday, it'll be mid-90s, and then we kind of start trickling down in the forecast into the 80s, but that won't be until next work week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Keep in mind, again, if you have air conditioning, if you have AC units or electric fans that you haven't quite gotten to pulling out of the garage or out of storage or for whatever reason, do it now, because it is going to stay pretty warm overnight. Upper 60s, low 70s for most parts of the region Thursday into Friday, and so what that means is there are going to be pretty hot evenings. It might be a little hard to sleep depending on how sensitive you are to the temperatures when you're trying to go to sleep. So just keep that in mind. That is your forecast for your morning web weather forecast here on KXLY.com. Thanks for being here, by the way. We are finishing off the work week again with very hot temperatures, and then still hot temperatures as we get into Saturday and Sunday, but not so hot as the ones that we're expecting for the next couple of days. I will be back here for the web weather check for midday in just a few hours, so I will see you then. Again, I am filling in for Mark Peterson for the rest of the week, for today and tomorrow, and then he will be back here on Monday. So I will see you back here in just a few hours. Make it a great Thursday. We are almost there for the work week, so just hang in there.